I used to love Tabasco sauce, but then something changed. Over the last few years, I've found it increasingly insipid, boring, bland. My opinion of the sauce continued to decline until I got to the point where I took to telling people that I don't like Tabasco sauce, full stop. From that point on, I shunned the bottle in our fridge and never looked back. Then one day, my wife tossed out that old bottle with a bit of red sludge sitting at the bottom, and in its place, she stocked our fridge with a brand new bottle of Tabasco sauce. On a lark, I decided to try a bit on my food. I wasn't expecting to like it. After all, Tabasco sauce is insipid, right? That's what I'd been telling people for months. But to my shock, I discovered that I loved it. In a moment, I was reacquainted with that unique, tangy, vinegary, and peppery kick that I had all but forgotten. That magical condiment that gives life to fried eggs and pork chops, chicken soup and fried rice, and a million other things besides. And with that, I realized that all those months, I'd been dead wrong. Tabasco sauce isn't insipid, boring, or bland. The real problem was that the old bottle in my fridge had lost the qualities that made it a unique complement to almost any meal. And if you think I'm about to segue to Jesus and his words on the church, you're right. Just let me get into my Jesus voice. You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. And now, for my 21st century paraphrase. You are the Tabasco in the fridge. But if that Tabasco loses its unique, tangy, vinegary, and peppery kick, how can it be made Tabasco again? It is no longer good for anything except to be recycled in the blue recycling bin, so you can reduce your carbon footprint. My lesson is twofold. For people within the church, I would say this: make sure you're not giving the world insipid old Tabasco. If you need to get a new bottle, do it sooner rather than later. And for people outside the church, I say this: if you found Christianity insipid, boring, bland, you might want to give it another try. It could be that you've been stuck with an old bottle. Who knows? You just might love it.